Welcome. Welcome to Let Me Out Productions and the Top Brass Dow. I said Let Me Out Productions and the Top Brass Dow. One more time. Welcome. Welcome to Let Me Out Productions and the Top Brass Dow. Okay, today we're walking through how to catch and release musical bears and how to catch and release Pan-African United Community Advocacy, aka PAUCA. So, if you want to learn how to buy a publishing title, watch the previous one I did. That's what that one's about. So now you have your publishing title. Let me go ahead and make sure my app is logged in here. Okay, we're good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and show you all how to get to this template. Okay, first things first, let's go to Let Me Out Productions. We're going to focus on musical bears first. So you bought a bear from the Tranquil Garden. Go to our website, you write up on what the impact puzzle is that we're publishing here. And you say, yeah, I want to sing on a bear. I want to launch a merch line. I want to make a new bear for somebody else. So make a custom bear for someone else to join the puzzle with. Curate, design, price, merchandise for the bear you registered. Sing a maximum 1 minute length song to add to the social media musical story about your registered bear. And maintain your bear's lore and presence. So right now, we're going to just do step number 1. Right here. So when you're on the website, you have your MetaMask, your Phantom wallet, whatever when you're using them. Right now I'm using Phantom. I'm going to let me make sure I'm on the right one. I'm not sure it matters. Anyway, so you're on the website, Musical Bears. Let Me Out Productions. You went up to the Musical Bears tab, and right here, make a custom bear for someone else to join the story with. You click on this tab here, and this is going to bring you to the actual Top Brass DAO website. So a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, and the Top Brass DAO is a third-party service that runs a department of our publishing studio, Let Me Out Productions. That decentralized autonomous organization is made up of entirely owners of property within our collective, within our publishing collective. So those co-publishing property owners make up the enforcement layer of their own property development. And as the top brass, the publishing studio is beholden to them. So create a new bear. I'm already logged in here, but let's say that no, you already get it. It's going to request on your wallet to read the whether or not you have a bear, and then it'll let you in. The other option is you can go to Discord. Let's do that one real quick too. Okay, so I'm going to go Let Me Out Productions. The browser over a little bit. See right up here? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop right here. That's the Discord server. So we'll just go here. Window back up, and for now I'm going to continue in browser so I can show you all what's up. So I'm in the Let Me Out production server. Let's collapse all the sidebars here because it's a little crazy. All right, so I'm on the Let Me Out production server. You have to have a Discord account. Just make an account real quick. Link your Google into Discord, and you'll have a Discord account. We have events, channels, the server, shop. I haven't set this up yet. Members, boosts, onboarding process. That's for me. Are you real? Verify your property. Here's the entry gateway that just like announces all the people that are coming into the server. In our lobby, we have introductions. We have a collective space. This is our general chat. It's just called the collective. We have the roadmap. I haven't updated this in years. I'm sorry. I haven't updated this since like 2022. Stream and space history. I'm also behind on this. I'm one man. what can I say? We have our company ownership token holder space. We have the lore logo forum, merchandise, watch party, collective support chain. I have a little art generator here, thread. I don't know. I think it's Mid-Journey. It's fun. It's just a toy. Top Brass DAO, exclusive chat space for y'all. We have opportunities uplifted throughout the network, so if you have jobs or something you want to offer, this is where you do it. Then we have an open chat and event planning. All right, so for in Musical Bears, you're going to be under the admin tab. You're going to actually see this once you have verified your property on the server. You go here, and you type publish to begin. And you'll be able to check your property. So here we go to the admin tab. You won't see all this stuff if you're not plugged in. You'll definitely see the bear tab. It's Let Me Out Crypto Bears. And then there's just the template right up top. So you click the template. And over on the template, there's the PDF that you can print out and color that in. And there's also a PSD file, and this is what you'll download if you're going to follow the steps of what I'm teaching you today. So just download that. By the way, I'm all on browser. I'm not in an app. I'm just on Discord in the browser, and I can download this file right off here. Since I already have the file loaded, I don't need to do that. So I'm just going to go over to photopea.com. You see it up there, photopea.com. PHOTOPEA.com. To do that, so I'm just going to go over to, and this is a browser-based version of, I don't know what to call it. It's like a kind of a version of Photoshop, kind of not. Let's get this going correctly. There we go. So you loaded in the template. So you're on photopea.com. Go File, go Open. Show you all my files. I don't mind showing you their folder. Okay, and then you find your file, CryptoBear template PSD, that one, and you said Open. I'm already, this is what I already have open, so we're good to go. Now you'll see that there are two folders. There's probably the bear I made most recently. This is just kind of good photoshopping, like good Photoshop practice for a graphic designer. You see that there is a folder here called Bear Elements, and what is the, it says Control Foundation. So this is the elements of as I've created them on here, First Bear, which I'm wearing. $8,000 line for the guy who bought it and developed the shirt. Okay, so there you are. That's your First Bear. So what you'll do is you'll grab this folder, you'll right click, you'll say duplicate. Does that work? Yes. And now you'll have another set of the original pieces to build a bear with. And then you'll just kind of turn this one off. I'm a sucker for this mechanics. I'm going to color that one green, the one I'm working on. Hold space if you want to drag the canvas around. I'm not teaching you Photoshop, by the way. Like, you can watch tutorials, but I will explain the tools as I'm using them, so you can just like execute the template if you'd like to do that. So on both Musical Bears and on PAUCA, you can just kind of go in order. You'll see here there's a main bear shape. That's if you want to like take that unit and reshape it into something new. There's the alt bear shapes, where, oops, I spelled that. Dyslexia gets us all sorts of ways, folks. Okay, so there's the quadrant bear, where I've separated it out into quadrants, and you can kind of fill those spaces with different things. There's the side split bear, where it's just split down the middle. Okay, then there is the top split bear, where there is a top and a bottom half. See that? So actually today, just because I am going to make a bear, I'm going to do the top split bear. So we'll just do that. I haven't done that one in a while. So we'll stick with the alt bear shape on the top split bear. We'll kind of go from there. On the eyes, we have, first, there's an optional goatee. I want to add a goatee to the bear. So that's just right here. Little goatee. Yeah, we'll put a goatee on this guy. Sure. All right, and the eyes, you see here, there's the whole eye unit. This is the eye unit. So here it's separated into other, organized into other folders. You have left eye. There's the actual like pupil bit. You have the eye whites, which are also form the arms. These are arms that are shoving a duck up in the air. We have eyebrows. We have the big nose area, and the big nose area is separated into whiskers, right nostril, left nostril, and then the actual nose itself. Okay. On the ears, you have right ear and left ear. On the cheeks, you have right cheek and left cheek, and these are also supposed to be like figures that are putting morsels on each other's plate, which is the mouth whiskers bit. Then you have the big mouth stage. Co-publish the stage, co-publish yourself, co-publish each other, co-publish yourself. Okay. I also made a hat. There's a hat. You want to make a hat. I made glasses, and I did a little cartoon mouth. You can add, like, if you're an artist, you can add things to it too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's things you can add. Just stick within the general shape. That's what we're stick within the general shape and the placement of eyes, all of that. Like, that's what we're trying to do here. So today, it has been a while since I've done a bear with glasses. The last glasses the last go glasses I did also had a goatee. So we're gonna do no goatee. Yeah, let's stick. Hat and glasses. Let's do that. Hat and glasses. Now, I'm going to start with the background, just because I like to kind of build the color profile from the square, which in this esoteric, we call that background bit the layer. The bear's in the layer. So, that's the layer. And I think I had a texture in mind earlier. I just did a really red bear. This was it. So I'm going to copy this one. These are photos that I took. I just went to Google Photos. You can go to your Apple photo. I'm going to zoom way in on this texture. I'm going to get a bit that I like here. Okay. And I like to mess with filters. I like to mess with contrast. I like to actually like use the texture as a piece of material to manipulate and turn into something a little different. So we're going to make it a little bit more gold. There we go. I said we just kind of did too red. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay. I'm going to copy that because I like where I was at, but I also want to keep on messing with it. So you just make a copy, and then you oh yeah, if you're new to the program, right click on the folder or the layer and hit duplicate layer. If you're experienced, you can kind of do the shortcut I did where you drag it down to the new layer era. What was I at here? I like that texture. Oh, I like that texture a lot more. Let's get to 25 on the definition. Let's do, no. 14. Okay. Because it's browser Photoshop, it's a little slower than actual Photoshop. And hey, Adobe, if you want to sponsor me, I will use your program. But I'm not going to be paying rent for a software. Those days need to go. Okay. Let's do the bottom half and the top half. Do I have this is good. I think I want to use this for both halves, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert it. So we'll do, this is like a curtain I found. So bam, bam. So let's make a duplicate there. They copy the top. version of the bottom, and then we will invert the bottom. Bam. See, that was interesting. It's interesting. I like it. What do y'all think? Anybody in chat? I think that's cool. I think that's a good unit. I do want to add a drop shadow here, so what I'm going to do is come in here, make a dummy layer, kill the fill, and then I'm going to add the drop shadow there. Too distant, too outsized. Subtle, but like strong. There we go. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. I don't even know what to call this bear. Let's do the eyes next. Get rid of the glasses. Do I have anything for the eyes? All these. Yeah. Let's use this cat. That's fine. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is clear this layer style. That was from my last edit. I'm going to grab that shape. I'm going to do left eye and then just copy it over. Put the full cat face in there. Everybody likes cats. If you don't, they're horrible. Okay. Okay, and that's the right eye. Okay, I'm done with the eyes. See how cute they are. You see how cute this bear is already. Okay. The eye whites, I'm gonna cop out on this. I have a bunch of styles here in my styles thing, and I'm just gonna kind of use one of these. It kind of works. What do y'all think? Kill the drop shadow. Okay. Sure. What's this doing? Anything? Um, Shove the deck up and sing on a bear. There you go. There's the eye whites. See how fast I'm doing this? Okay, eyebrows are next. Okay, let's do a color. Okay. We're coming together. I like that so much. I kind of want to put it on the whiskers too. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy that layer style. I'm going to copy the layer, I mean. Nose area right here. Paste it right on the whiskers there. Oh, perfect. See that? Oh, it's coming together. All right. Let's get back to my texture layer. I'll use this on the ears. When I'm out and about, I'm texture farming all day with my camera. So I'm just like on my phone camera, my actual like fancy camera. I will just be snapping photos, go on walks to take photos. Okay, I kind of like it as is. I know I said red was heavy in the last one, but it wasn't heavy in the features. Challenge myself to use this one. I think here we're gonna go mouth. Bam. I already see it. Already funny. Okay, perfect. The mouth whiskers, I'll do another fancy kind of Steve's thing on these. What do we do? Just kill the stroke? That's interesting, right? What's going on here? The outer glow is too much. What about here? Oh, because it's multiply. No, that could do it. That could go. Pale gold. Okay. This is the table I'm working on right now. Let's use it. Oh, that's funny. Cheeks. Okay. Right cheek, left cheek. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. I kind of want to mess with this a little bit. So let's go with teal color. Right there, bam. Let's first just try the color. No. That's a bit. I think there we go. That's kind of, yeah. So we need to also contrast that mouth a bit. Not with teal, but like I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, maybe with teal, but yeah, there we go. That's what I was talking about. Okay, let's do, what else do I have to do for the big mouth area? I didn't do the nostrils. Sure. Just need to kill the drop shadow. If you guys, I think I have like the folder of these styles if you want them. Like, if you want me to, this is an easy thing to do. All you have to do is, like, I can send the folder to you on Discord, and then you drag the folder into Photopea. It'll automatically load them into your thing, into your browser Photoshop. It's dope. Okay, middle dots. It's the last one. Cute. I like that. That's cute, right? Like that's. We killed the satin, we killed the inner glow. No, that's really solid. This is a solid bear so far. I haven't made anything that looks like this. Okay, for the hat, I'm going to go back to my texture farm. It's the building I'm in. So of course we're going to use this. How much pink do I need here? I want to get that bend in there. Right there. Let's see if I can do it. Inception. And we're going to have fun with this, so we're going to invert that.
Would you mind grabbing a picture of us?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm streaming right now.
Oh, that's okay.
1 second, y'all. This is the front of the hat, so we're gonna.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, it's resolved. We're gonna kill the stroke. We'll kill the inner glow. I don't know. I like the gradient here, but let's. Okay, there we go. That's nice. That's cool. You know, you want that hat. Oh, I left the nose out. There's still an element to put in, everybody. There's still an element. Where are we at? Is this? No, that's not you. It's labeled nose. Big nose. What do we want to do for the nose? Do I have something here? You know what? I'm going to go back to this. There's like this weird drip at the top of the screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him a snot-nosed bear. I don't even call him that. I have a schedule where all of the... See that? So you can farm textures twice. Use a different part. There we go. And that's hard to see what that even is. That's okay. Let's just do that. Huh? Oh yeah. Okay, the last change I want to make here is I'm going to go back to my my drop shadow layer. I'm going to make it a different color. If you're new to Photoshop, you're trying to follow along with me slowly, that's probably not going to work. You should take some tutorials and stuff. So what we want to do is I think I like that. So it took it instead of doing a drop shadow. Yeah, I'm still gonna do a drop shadow though. Like a normal one. Oh yeah. That worked out. That worked out. The last, yeah, let's do a change on the middle dots. The stroke does not need to be there. There we go. Okay, so can you export? It's supposed to be a 600 by 600 JPEG, yes. We're surfing the lo-fi here. These aren't fancy images. And that's a bear, so I'm gonna go ahead and save that. What bear am I even on is the question. It's 131. What is 131 on the schedule? I did not even look at the schedule and make a bear according to like. Let's look. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go back to Discord. I don't need Discord anymore. Oh, okay, you know what? It's Piteous the Sad Bear. That's the bear I just made. And I think I really like that. I think it works. Piteous the Sad Bear. What do y'all think? That's intense. Wow. Piteous the Sad Bear. Doesn't look that sad. It doesn't, it's not really on theme, but I just love it. That's why I love it. It just doesn't need to be on theme. So that's Piteous right there. Piteous the Sad Bear. And the next one I'll make is Abstract Poo. See, I've been streaming for maybe, I don't know how long I've been streaming. 30 minutes. Done. Took me 30 minutes to make a new bear. Now let's look at what that means. So, you know what? Maybe I will make this. No, I won't make this a legacy bear. This one will be a normal Darmal bear. Who's made a? Okay, so let's look at the Lost Bear here. Lost bear, so long, so no comes. Storm tossed. Put it up and sauce and you get it sauce. The Lost Bear, so sad. She misses fair bread. Let's free enough bears to be like the Lost Bear, fair bread. The Lost Bear needs a guide to navigate the rough tide. Sorry, what? They're selling. Oh, that's adorable. Interesting. I don't want to give this guy $60 though. That's great. Okay, somebody can go get these. Like the original guy who bought them, like he set up his lines and then I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is selling these and putting so much work. That's crazy. I have to think about that. I might have to do that to get number one back in the fold. Ugh, I have to think about that. Okay, so what's your deal, man? He just did like a mass listing of everything I see. Everything's on, like, it's a public notary, so you can see everything. Oh, there's not like, this isn't like a successful program for him. Okay, whatever. That shocked me. That shocked me to see that these two bears are available. I do encourage you guys. I wouldn't mind if somebody in my circles bought these and got them back for us. I'm pretty sure the guy originally bought them. Whoa. What you bear at $75? You know, that does make sense. Okay. What was I even going here for? I got shocked out of my gourd when I saw those bears for sale. You guys selling history for 20 bucks. Stealing co-publishing history for 20 bucks. Mind blown. That's nuts. Okay. Okay. So, anyway. Why am I even on this? I need to go to the fandom. What's wrong with me? Okay. First anthology, let's go to number 2, The Lost Bear. Number 2, The Lost Bear. So you have the Bear Keeper, this is their, oh, you can't see it though. Okay, so you have the Bear Keeper, this is their public notary address. It's the artist, the original artist who made The Lost Bear. When it was first put on the notary, March 27th, 2021 at 9:07 a.m. This also precedes Board Ape Yacht Club by 3 weeks. When it was first collected, it was May 24th, 2023 at 5:15 p.m. It has the traits of Lost, and it's in the crime family. So the legacy cycle means it's original. It came from the original artist, and the legacy bear that was launched from it is number 116, Doodles the Craft Bear. So we're going to go ahead and click on Doodles, and we go check it out. And you can see that the artist here is different. The artist is a different person. It's not me. And this artist actually did the printout and color it in addition to the bear. But this is Doodles the Craft Bear, which has hand-drawn ink shadow legacy and clean family traits. It was put on the public notary on December 27th, 2024. So this was put on 3.5 years later from the one it came from. How, like, I think that's cool. I personally think that those sorts of sinews and connections across from co-publishing are really interesting. And you see it's in the second legacy cycle because it came from the Lost Bear. So if somebody were to purchase this bear and release a new bear into the supply, they'd be in the third legacy cycle. And that's how you don't see who's building off of what. Number 116, Doodles the Craft Bear. I've got my crayons, markers, paper, and paints. My canvas awaits to color my fate. My hues are so vivid, my dreams are in shape. Each stroke on the paper means some ink escaped. Let's read the actual poem, yeah, and then we'll get into so it's you can get this bear for 0.35 Ethereum, $750. Now, what happens is Aaron, the artist who drew the bear, gets half of this. The Musical Bears Treasury gets the other half. Well, we get 45%, and 5% goes to our charity components. Decarcerate Sacramento, People's Budget of Sacramento, and Wild. Wild is the name of it. So Aaron, for drawing a bear for 20 minutes or however long she took, and spending $10 on the Lost Bear, published a $375 position with Doodles the Craft Bear. So that's a duck that she's lined up in the economy, a duck that she shoved up. Shove your duck up and sing on a bear, you see? So when we go watch her song, you're not a horse, Carterdale. Let's go watch Aaron's song.
But slow. The lost bear is so lost, she needs help, it's low cost. Got caught out, she's storm-tossed, Just put her on some socks and make her that sauce. The lost bear is so sad. She misses Bear Brad. Let's free enough bears to reunite the lost bear with Bear Brad. The lost bear needs a guide to navigate the rough tide. We'll find her a safe ride and get her to Bear Brad's side. We'll make her a warm coat and some soup that's no joke. She'll feel better, we hope. She'll be able to cope, and we'll get her back to Brad's boat. Let's search high and low for more bears to join the show. Hey!
Lost bear, so lost, I freed her at low cost. She's no longer storm-tossed, because I put her on some socks and I made me that sauce. The lost bear, so warm, brought in from the storm. Bear Brad on her mind, the lost bear looks forlorn. The lost bear is our guide, she navigates her rough tides. The safe ride we provide to get her to Bear Brad's side. What's that, do you see? I'm staring endlessly. Horizon full of hope, just squint through the scope. There's Bear Brad on the sea. The lost bear is so pleased. She said he really came for me. She dances in place, soup spills on the plate. Bear Brad came for me. Let's search high and low for more bears to join the show.
And then here's the merch.
The lost bear is so lost.
So here's the line that Erin launched across from her bear. She put the choice effort into designing these pieces, and now she earns 50% net profit per unit across from these pieces.
She's no longer storm-tossed, because I put
smart.
her on some socks and I made me that sauce. The lost bear is so warm, brought in from the storm. Bear Brad on her mind, the lost bear looks forlorn. The lost bear is our guide, she navigates her rough tides. The safe ride we provide to get her to Bear Brad's side. What's that, do you see? I'm staring endlessly. Horizon full of hope, just squint through the scope. There's Bear Brad on the sea. The lost bear is so pleased. She said he really came for me. She dances in place, soup spills on the plate. Bear Brad came for me. Let's search high and low for more bears to join the show.
Yeah, Erin. Yeah, Erin. Yeah. She's so great. Ah. It's nice to have friends that are actually friends, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so let's go look at her merch line real quick, because this is important. She did 8 pieces of merchandise across from her song. She has her song, she has her 8 pieces of merch, and she has her new bear. So the new bear is in a $375 position already for her wallet today. If one of y'all goes and buys doodles right now, go spend $750 plus the fees, notary fees, like $752 is what it'll be. Then you can have Doodles the Craft Bear. You could design your merch line with Doodles the Craft Bear. And then Erin will get $375 for co-publishing that piece of the supply of musical bears. So you can see here, some of the shirts have already sold. So she has 997 left. So you have the Lost Bear shirt, the Bear and Lair short sleeve. That's when somebody's like, you design your merch line, it's just choice effort. So if your choice effort is take the image that I own and put it on the center, and that's it, I don't want to make any other changes, that's a choice effort publication. You've put something into the market that didn't exist before. So that's what these are, these Bear and Lair short sleeves. And you know, we encourage you to label the bear like number 2, and we encourage you to use your own like font for that. So every bear that has a Bear and Lair shirt up, you know, you can see it here where it says number 1 here, first bear, in like a really standard, like normal font. On the Lost Bear, you have a slightly different font for a different expression in the market. But it's the same Bear and Lair short sleeve. So when you see somebody in a Bear and Lair short sleeve, you know they're supporting a co-published line. They're supporting the behavior of co-publishing, the original behavior. Now on the back, you have your authenticity code. Now, the neat trick about our QR codes is I'm the only person, or the people that are at LMO are the only people that can make our specific style of QR code. So that's how we can tell if something's authentically printed or not. So you can't make this QR. You can have a QR code that goes to the same place, but yours is going to look different. It'll have a different make signature on your QR code, and that's how we'll be able to verify that you have one of the original 1,000 prints of this, in case somebody rips off the line. So I do need to update that. We sold another one. So last update 9.7. Yeah, I'm not. This is why blockchain is really nice, because I can eventually plug in a metadata system to update this automatically. So Tom and Brandon over at Viral Style and all of the team there, we love your catalog services. We love your print to order setup. We love everything that you have going on. It's all set up for on-chain infrastructure directly. So if you end up watching this, Viral Style is a great print to order service. I think they do high quality. Like, this is one of the first prints that we ordered, and it's held up great, brilliantly. Now, this is from the first order off this vendor. Actually, my nephew has the very first shirt. Marley, he's got the very first shirt, so we better take that seriously. Interesting. That's so interesting that your first bear and primary conundrum bear are available. I offered the guy $15 for each of them, because basically the guy who bought them from me, I know that guy. He's down in New Orleans. I've been trying to get him the bears back because he had a very bad experience. We clicked on a bad link and somebody drained his wallet. We have to click on a bad link, then you have to sign a transaction that allows them to drain your wallet. So don't do that. Don't be scared of what I just said either. It's just like emails. Like, don't open bad emails. You know, it's just like normal internet. Everything is normal. The only thing that's different is the public notarization element. So here's the bear and layer sleeve. It's $26 for this shirt. I think it's maybe $31 with shipping, right? You got to pay your own shipping and tax, your local tax for wherever you are, and there's only 1,000 of these. So any musical bear merch, the official line, there's only ever 1,000. All of them are very rare collectible items. Now, Erin here, off of, let's see how much this shirt is worth to her, and what we're wearing when we're wearing that shirt. So this is the Bear and Lair short sleeve. She's making $6.09 per unit. Okay, you can see it right there on the spreadsheet. Is this big enough to see on mobile? Let's go to 150%. Bear and Lair short sleeve. She's making $6.09 per unit for her choice effort in publishing the unit in the catalog with her property. And her property is one of the 5,777 pieces that makes up the totality of the property of Musical Bears. She has a unique piece of the property, number 2, a unique expression, and then therefore we have a property that works like this in totality, and she has number 2 of the total product. And then out of number 2, she's expressed Bear and Layer short sleeve, $6.09 per unit. We've sold 3 units. She's made $18.27 off that shirt. But what's it worth to her? $6,090. So when you're wearing a Bear and Lair short sleeve around town, when you're wearing her shirt around town, you're wearing $6,090 on your chest. One of the 1,000 units that she made $6.09 from. I'll tell you what, for all of the co-publishers in any co-publishing catalog, the per unit residuals from a sellout are going to change their life. It's going to change their life. Maybe not all the way, but like stability and having your bills taken care of for a while, maybe a few luxuries, maybe a few trips, stuff like that. We're going to cycle the economy this way. So let's look at the other pieces. We have PAUCA, we have the Ursus tank, layer socks, chameleon mug, battle flag, prowl towel, and hibernation wear. So this is the Lost Bear PAUCA. Actually meant to order one of these. This is from the tank top that she had, the tank top line. The Ursus tank, the layer socks, just put her on some socks and make me that sauce. You got the chameleon mug here. So it comes black, and then you fill it with the hot liquid, and it reveals the image. It's really cool. I got my parents a couple of these. We'll talk about Battle Bear Flag with Q next time I'm streaming with live with Q. But there we have the Lost Bear, Battle Bear Flag, and there you are. There you are. There you are. Battle Bear Flag is a really fun version of Capture the Flag that will go viral, so count on that. But yeah, these are the units that you play that game with. Then we have the Lost Bear Prowl Towel. That's the Toon Bear rendering of the Lost Bear. Look how cute. And that's half the towel, and the other half of the towel is the pattern of the Lost Bear, and then you got the little font there. Okay, then you have the Hibernation Wear. Okay, well, let's do the PAUCA piece next. Yeah, you guys saw how that all worked out. Actually crazy. Okay, so and then we use fandom, so everybody can just go make a fandom account and account for their own property and cultivate their own page. There's a format in Musical Bears and there's a format in Press Pass that we'd like everybody to kind of stick to, and obviously fandom has their rules, but this is good and informational. The Lost Bear fell out of Bear Brad's boat, and she sad about it. Maybe. The lore is disputed. Her lair is the cold, heartless sea she fell into. Her fur is silver with patterns of red and black sifting through the follicles. Her mouth is small compared to other members of her crypto species, and she seems to have lost her nose in a fight with number 176, the meager shark bear. Her eyes reflect the sky above as she floats alone, waiting for her bearkeeper to find her. And then if you see, where am I? We're going over here, we're going right here. See Lost Bear? That's her swimming. I did a little animation where she's swimming. Surf the lo-fi, baby. It's amazing how much effort I put into having things appear to be have no effort, and it really is just shooting myself in the foot. But it is what it is. So when you're picking up a bear that I've done a song for as like a pilot song, because I'm going to try to do every bear in the musical throughout my life. Yeah, 5,777 bear songs over like 50 years probably. You know what I mean? I'm 36, so I'll probably be alive till 90. I got a disability, but I'll probably be alive till 90. But anyway, so you buy a bear, you make a new bear. You hop in our server and you curate, design, and price the 8 pieces of merch with the bear that you purchased. You sing a song using the green screen filter on Instagram, and you send that song in using the Discord or using the Top Brass Dad website. And then you just make a fandom account and manage your bear page. The bear page will already be up. It'll just be with something that somebody from our team, myself or Bree or Aaron wrote, and or Nick, if Nick ever is tending to the garden this way. But everybody in the property can manage their own specific plot, and so this is one of the infrastructures that allows us to do this already. Shout out to Jimmy Wales, mastermind of public utility online. Okay, so let's get into PAUCA. Close that. Lost Bear Total. The total potential for the Bearkeeper and the Lost Bear line is $61,000. So if all 8,000 units sell of those reasonably priced items of collectible merchandise, 61,000. And then the line's dead until somebody else buys the Lost Bear and launches eight new pieces in the catalog, or Erin could. She owns the property. The terms are this line has to sell out, but once all 8,000 units of the catalog sell out, she could go express her own catalog if she wanted to, or incorporate the Lost Bear into things that she's putting out to the market without any permission or anything that she needs from Let Me Out Productions or Musical Bears as a property. But although within terms, ages 11 and up appropriate. That's kind of the baseline. We call it SpongeBob humor. So if you know, like if you watch SpongeBob, like They get away with so much. There's edgy humor all the time. They're constantly on the cliff of like, oh, a kid's definitely going to perceive this one way, but an adult is going to hear this joke a whole different way. I love that style of humor. So SpongeBob is great at it. Yeah, 61,000. So let's get into PAUCA. Let's make a PAUCA logo. I'm going to use the same textures because I'm going to do something different with them, but I'm going to use the same textures as I did for the bear. Yeah, I can close that. So I will mint Piteous the Sad Bear eventually. Now we're going to go load the PAUCA logo. Let's navigate you to the catch and release. I've got my space. Okay. So we'll go to pauca.org. And here you just go straight to the link board. You can read the website on PAUCA. Like let's shrink this down a little bit. You can read the website. You can there's the merch, the recent items launched to the catalog right here. You can see this is a 12-year-old that launched this line, and he did his own bear design. He put the PAUCA logo in the ear of the bear, but like it's his art that's featured. So Pan-African United Community Advocacy. Just read through the website. They put some available titles up here. Make a new piece for somebody else. Curate, design, and price 4 pieces of merchandise. And PAUCA is 4 pieces, not 8. And they're doing 10,000 units per piece, not 1,000. So the catalogs are different for Musical Bears and PAUCA. In Musical Bears, your bear's launching 8,000 units total. In PAUCA, your piece is launching 40,000 units total, but less options. And they're not supposed to be comparable. I would like you to buy from both catalogs. They're different vendors as well. Okay. Let's get into the publisher. Is that here? Yeah. So it's the same thing. You're on pauca.org. You go to you're reading the instructions. You're on step 1. Make a new piece of the puzzle for somebody else. You click right here, it'll take you right to the PAUCA publishing site. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Okay, and then it has the instructions right there. You can download the template, which will take you immediately to the Discord channel where it has the Photoshop template. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's supposed to be this one. I'll fix that. Okay, pin post, yes. Okay. So we'll pin that post, and then right here, there's the print template of the PDF. If you'd like to do the PDF, you just print this out and you color it in. You can also do the Photoshop template, which is right here. These are the same. So I already have it loaded. So I'm going to just go to my Photopea and we're going to build it from here. Okay, so it's the same as the bears. You want to just grab the filling and make a new copy. And now you have a control group and a group that you can work with in case you mess up. So let's first do the background here. Like I said, I'm using the same textures as I did with the bear because I'm going to make them look different for this kind of velvet box that I have. Throw a film grain on it. There we go. A little bit of I like that red though. I don't think I have a red like that for a while anyway. It's been a minute. So let's walk through it. So if you're on the PAUCA logo, right? We're looking at this bit here. We have these circles here. This is called this is the rising tides portion of the logo. These are the rising tides. This white bit here, that looks like an umbrella, that's the umbrella of faith. See the umbrella of faith over rising tides that lift all ships. In the center here you have Mother Africa. And let's see if I can kind of give you all a cheat code as to how I did this. So if you do, I totally messed that up. Okay, so if you kind of go this way with it, what does that look like? What does that start to look like if you turn their head to the side? Okay. You start to kind of come over here at the nape. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing better than the SS Totenkopf in both in everything we're co-publishing on chain, and we're first. So we should be setting the precedent and not goofy esoteric gambling. Okay, so Umoja, now the logo and Pan African United Community Advocacy itself, the brand, they're built on the 7 principles of Kwanzaa and advocacies and justices that the brand owner, and the brand creator, we are all owners, but the brand creator, Zion Tedese, chose to build this on. And she put a lot of thought and effort into her deed and into her foundation for what this collective brand is. So we have Umoja, Kujichagulia, which is self-determination. Ujima, which is collective works and responsibility. Ujamea is cooperative economics and impact, which is exactly what we're practicing here. Nia is legacy and purpose. Kuumba is creativity, beauty, and change. And Imani is faith and community. Then you have the food justice layer, which is this green side of this, I don't know what you want to call it. I think people have kind of settled on it as a watermelon. And if you immediately go to a negative connotation with the watermelon shape and image, that is not my issue. That fruit has serviced our ancestors in amazing ways throughout the centuries. So, anyway, food justice. On that exact note, food justice. And I'm calling it, it's a watermelon. That's what it is. So food justice. This is the left side of the watermelon is food justice. The middle gold bit is social justice. And the red on the right is environmental justice. Now down here, you actually have, this is the original logo, it's multicolored. You have land access as the P, housing access as the A, educational access as the U, healthcare access as the C, opportunity access as the other A, and then the border is economic justice. The black border is economic justice. Food, social, environmental, and economic justice. And then the last bit is this purple bit in the middle of the logo where it's family. So ideally speaking, when you're building a new version of the logo, you're inspired in some way, shape, or form by the subject of that specific unit of meaning within the larger context. But let's just, I also like to just build cool and interesting looking images regardless of that. So I've put together a lot of them so far. This is actually the wall that's behind me, so we're going to use this. You saw me use it as the mouth of the bear, which is totally okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and use it here. I want this part. And I will carve that out. Bam. We're going to brighten that and contrast it. So bibbity. I don't know why I keep on saying that, like I'm the fairy godmother. No, it's because there's a rap that I wrote where, yeah, that's it, a little bit. Okay, so again, I know this tool like the back of my hand, and I don't really have patience to explain everything I'm doing. So what the key is to go ahead and watch a tutorial. Oops. Okay, now we're aligned. Okay, you see that? Dope. We use that, we use that. We can use table. I'm gonna put table on Kuumba, because that is pretty creative. Yeah, get the lights in there a little bit. I already did that. So what we need to do is throw a color overlay on it. And we're going to take this background red. And do it that way. Beautiful. Looking good. Let's keep on. Let's do Kujichagulia, this green lefty right here. Self-determination. Sensual restaurant. Let's use this again. Third time's the charm. Oh my goodness, I copied that. Oops. Oh, you know what? Let me use the brick face of the restaurant. I think it'll go here. It'll look good here. It's really subtle, but like if you know what this is, you know what this is, you know? Okay, and then for the middle bit, I haven't used this yet at all. Bit of beads dangling there. Beads on blinds, baby, beads on blinds. Who doesn't love this already? So we're gonna go ahead and put a hue switch on this. Made him a little green there. See that? Okay, and then yeah, this is a medical progress update for my hands, but that's actually funny. So let's do my hands. It's going to be a piece with my palm in it, and ain't nobody gonna know except for the people that watch this tutorial. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna paint it though. We're gonna throw a texture on there so you can't really tell what it is. What about a cutout? What did that do? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Perfect. That is like, it's so good too because it's muted and it fits. Ah, that's great. Okay, so now what else do I have over here? Let's use some of this. I'm gonna do a repeating element here. Yeah, let's do a repeating element here. I like that. I like the idea of that. Gold over here. Sorry I haven't been talking. This is why I don't stream. I'm not really like good at doing the whole keeping an audience thing. There we go. Let's do that. Very interesting. Okay, haven't used this. I think we'll use that on her head. That's just interesting, like right here. Stop me. Stop me. Wow. Okay. Yes, that's what we need view for. So we're gonna go all the way over here. I'm gonna do separate, actually. We're gonna do separate cuts. That's fine. Not really that picky about this one. Can be mostly dark anyway. Okay. And you here. Let's do something crazy. Yeah, that's interesting, huh? And then if you're curious about how to like maybe do because that's too busy, but what we can do with it is we could just want the tops of this. So we just want this bit. Okay. That's the bit that we want. Cover, we're gonna do maybe like it's a 2000 pixel image. Let's do a 13 pixel feather. Bam, and we'll just mask that off. And so what happens is now we have an image where the inner bit is gilded, and it kind of fades out into, you see here, it kind of fades into the sculpture bit on the out. And now I've got a new PAUCA logo. The only thing I hadn't done is the text, so let's do the text real quick. What do I want to do for the text? Use that. Use that. I don't want to do cats again. Yeah, let's do the extreme close-up of my axiomatic skin. And we will first come in here. Right there. It's already just interesting. So what did I do for the last filter? Just the same thing. Okay, so now we'll do a exclusion, and we're gonna do I don't want to change the gradient. I just want to pick from my list, baby. Yeah, we're getting there. What do we want to do here? That kind of works. I like, you know what? We're going to marry that. That's exactly what we're going to do. That looks like, that's beautiful. Okay, and I've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes, and we got started on this one later. I'm gonna export this now. We're gonna save. PAUCA number is this? 98? It's 98. Okay, now let's go back to the areas and just go to, let's upload them. Let's do that bit. So we'll go letmeout.productions. We'll go to the Musical Bears tab. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Make a, so you just click this. You can literally upload it right here. So you submit your work. Well, I guess you can submit work here. Doesn't matter. Upload a 600 600 by 600 300 DPI JPEG or GIF here. And so what I'll do is I'll submit my work. I'll hit dash. And it says image. And then you upload your image. I'm doing the bear, so I'm going to my bear folder and I go all the way down to the bear I just made. 131. Right here. Looks like he's swimming in cereal. And this is number 131. Hideous, the sad bear. I hit submit, and there it is. It's uploaded to the server. I'm the admin, so I'll just approve it, and then I put it on the contract. So let's do the same thing for PAUCA. Scroll down to make a new piece for the puzzle for someone else. Brings you right to the publisher. And I submit task once again. Go hit, you can do this on the phone too, but you hit your backslash and you go down to image. And I'm going to go get the image I just made. I'm going to upload this. And this is number 98. The anticipation. I don't know. That's just kind of what I get from this. Is like the anticipation. It's very muted overall, very red, but then you have like a bit of yellow and green that come in. I'm also an admin here, so I'll just approve that. Look at that. I caught and released 2 pieces, and I'm done. So when PAUCA, when you buy a piece of Pan-African United Community Cabinet Key, PAUCA, you're buying that piece, the baseline standard units are 50 polygon, which is like $10 right now, if that. When you make a piece, they're sold for 300 polygon, which right now is maybe 40 or 50 bucks. You get half of that list, and the PAUCA Treasury receives the other half. It's a nonprofit brand, so technically you're donating, right? You're donating art. The art is now being sold, and your sale off that your commission off that or your commission off that sale is 50% net profit from the unit list. Well, the other 50% is technically donated to PAUCA. So that's how we're publishing this brand. I really am in awe of that kind of inner gilded space here. This is a good looking piece. It's gonna look good on a shirt for sure. Yeah, I like this a lot. So if you watch the tutorial, the thing to do is to get this piece and the bear that you just watched being made and have them in the same wallet. For when this goes super viral, you'll be the person to say, yeah, I got that, yeah, I got those tutorial pieces. The anticipation and Piteous the Sad Bear. Okay, I think we're wrapping this up. So yeah, you can just upload directly to the publishers and be done. Close all my Google Photos. Well, you know what we need to do, actually, is we need to make a cover for this thing. So what I'll do is that over here. $14.50. I'll go $14.40. Okay. I'm really not ready to do this part on the on here. Okay, but it's fine. I like. Okay, stop doing that. Foreground, whatever that means. What on earth did I just do? Ah. Stop telling me errors. I get it. Thanks, brother. Okay. Catch and release. That's better. Okay. Just a big drop shadow so I can get out of here. Ooh, you know what we can do? That's the one. Stop me. I think we need to throw a bear or a logo on here. Goodness gracious me. Sorry about that. that enough runway for the graphic? Probably, right? Yeah. Look at my pro Photoshop, everybody. Where's my eraser tool? Where am I putting these? Probably in just my Bear Social folder. Okay, that's that. I made a cover for their walkthrough. So let's wrap this up. Oh, y'all didn't even see that because I hid the window, but there's the cover for the walkthrough, and it'll go on timeline. So thank you for watching. Please buy publishing titles, Musical Bears, and Pan-African United Community Advocacy. Make a new one as soon as you get it. It's fun. You can do it right there at home. Just buy the title, go to the website, go to the right space, execute the new title, and then be done. And for the love of God, don't try to hide things that are inappropriate for kids in the imagery. We do a review before we post to the contract. So if there's something that's not supposed to be in there, it will get caught, and you won't be able to sneak like something untoward in a PAUCA logo or in a bear or something like that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. This has been Let Me Out Productions and the, you say it, Top Brass Dow. Let's do it again. This has been Let Me Out Productions and the Top Brass Dow. To my biggest fan, fly safe. She's in South America right now. Fly safe. That's my biggest fan. If you know, you know. All right, everybody.